And the 76ers today. No shortage of fashion sense in this group. So now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
Now the Mavericks with it. Stolen by Tucker. Harden surveying the D. Here's Embiid. Sinks that one from the post.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. He won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Doncic, no good. Tucker with the ball. He's picked up. Harden against Hardaway. Kept alive. Here's Embiid, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Embiid right there to get the rebound and put it right back up. Excellent anticipation.
The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
Wow, Tobias is nice. He's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
First free throw is good.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Now, here's Doncic. Will it go? Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
You know, often once Luka gets the ball, it's all over. It's all she wrote. He's well positioned to finish that catch and shoot.
Here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
Harden against Doncic. Harden, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Over Harris. And another basket for Dallas.
Boy, that jump shot is wet. Hold this, says Doncic. Any kind of airspace, and he's knocking that down.
Here's Harden. Basket good. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now Harris, after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Dallas making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Mavericks on D. Harris draws the double. Tucker the pass to Harris. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
You know, we see Embiid operate a lot from the perimeter, but he is clearly at his best owning the paint.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And another basket for Dallas. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. To the left side wing. Here's Bullock. Capitalizes off the crossover.
Really a smart look that time by Wood, giving the ball up to his wide open teammate.
And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
A nice shot by Tucker. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Embiid from outside. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Maxey against Dinwiddie. And Dallas again with the bucket. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
A different look for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Neely. But he shoots. The 76ers with another miss. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully he can as well. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Dinwiddie kicks to Powell. Dinwiddie outside. Over Milton. It's tipped. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Dinwiddie with the bucket. 16 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Dinwiddie with the steal. This one for three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. With one on the clock. And that one released in time, but no good. Both teams have it going here early. And still close through the first quarter. 76ers lead by... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. Anthony Melton out there with Korkmaz. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Niang in at the power forward. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons. And it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor. And that's essential for any elite team.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step, there are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Korkmaz. No good on the triple. The Mavericks leading. Doncic feeling it out. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Doncic doesn't give the mid-range a lot of love, but he has the touch to knock it down from there.
Up top, Melton. Guarded by Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And you hear the term point forward. Then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson. 6'9", but still a point guard. So, what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Wood, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Frank Ntilikina. And it's Doncic missing. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Korkmaz. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Davis Bertans checks in for Maxi Kleber. And then for Philadelphia, P.J. Tucker comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxi subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Harden gets the bucket.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Embiid dishes possession. Dinwiddie's checked in for Luka Doncic.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Dallas leading by 4. Here's Dinwiddie driving inside. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Harden against Dinwiddie. There's the triple. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Fades and shoots. The rebound by Harden. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Bullock. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Dinwiddie over to help. That's good from Harris on the assist by Maxey.
Boy, this is the threat that Harris poses now. He's a scorer from every level. Inside, three-point land, and at the rim.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 7 now for Dallas.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
76ers have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. From deep. And that one's good. Maxey.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now the 76ers on the break. Maxey's running. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. It's deflected. On the way, Harris. Bertans defending, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. The 76ers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
At the line for 1.
Comes in for Davis Bertans, and it's Ntilikina in for Reggie Bullock. Then for the 76ers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Embiid. Niang comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Maxey. Dinwiddie Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 15.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Tobias Harris.
There's no way you can minimize his concentration. Excellent focus in finding a way to score that time by Harris.
Here's Dinwiddie. A three-pointer, no good. And here is Milton. Goes back up. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under
review. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay. The clock's still ticking when it left his fingertips.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
Let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Up front, it's Finney-Smith at the 4, with Wood at the 5. At the guard positions, it's Doncic and Hardaway Jr. And it's Bullock in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Off the left rim and out. The 76ers leading by 5. Here's Maxey. Kicks it out to Harden. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Doncic outside. Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Leading by 5. Harden draws the double. On the way, Harris. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
I'll tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleba's checked in.
Hey, there's no denying the direction in Philly. They want to win now. The Sixers have an attitude coming from their front office that they want to get it done now, and I like seeing that.
Here's Embiid, and he converts the layup. Embiid's got 8 points.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pulls it from the elbow. Kleber with the bucket. And for the 76ers organization, the expectation is, of course, Clark, a championship.
And that's where the expectation should be when you have a potential MVP in Joel Embiid. I mean, he's been an MVP candidate multiple seasons in a row. I think the Sixers should be thinking tight.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harden with it. He's picked up by Doncic, and it's good, 2 points.
And this is why you got to be in Harden's jersey. I mean, if you lay off of him for a second, he burns you with that quick shot.
Wood trying to free himself up. Doncic, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. Maxey kicks to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the 3-point shot.
You know, what makes Luka so special and lethal is that he has the ability and the knack for taking over games at the most opportune time.
Timeout called, the 76ers. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Wood. Frank Ntilikina comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for P.J. Tucker. Korkmaz checked in for Maxey. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Melton's shot is good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Hardaway kicks to Dinwiddie. To the inside. Here's Kleba. And Kleba slams it in.
Boy, you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Thybulle on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. Mavericks trailed by 3. Hardaway with it. Here's Dinwiddie. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Now, here's Thybulle. Defense is right there. It's Korkmaz in the corner. And Hardaway comes to help. Here's Melton. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Mavericks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Here's Hardaway. That one goes. Count it. Now just a 1-point 76ers lead.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Here's Dinwiddie. Count it. Dinwiddie's got 17 now. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Mavericks leading by 3. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
And Philadelphia calls time here. A different look for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Ntilikina. Philadelphia also making some changes. George Niang comes in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for DeAnthony Melton. Here's Harrell. And that time, also a missed shot.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful, because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Korkmaz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Offensive rebound. Harrell, that's good.
Harrell simply is a ferocious rebounder. Great tenacity in fighting hard for the board and then finishing the play for his team.
Dinwiddie, and it's good for 2. Dinwiddie's got 21.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Mavericks. He has been a determined scorer today. 20. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Matisse Thybulle, Harden out there with Maxey. And then
your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Philadelphia making a change here. Tucker's checked in. And here's Doncic from the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
Boy, you better get out there on this guy. Doncic is prime time for real from that three-point line.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
Davis Bertans checks in for the Mavericks. And the 76ers also making a change. Harris is checked in. The drive by Doncic.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
Doncic against Harden. Here's Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. The front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting too.
Harden kicks to Harris. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Harden can't hit. Mavericks leading by 8. Doncic with it. Now defended by Embiid. And a beautiful finish by Doncic. Doncic has got 42 in the game.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
Doncic against Harden. A fader. Rebounded by Tucker. And it's Harden with the ball for Philadelphia. Embiid in the corner. Shoots. Wood with the block.
Boy, nice job that time by Wood going after the block and getting it.
Harden against Doncic. On target from 13 feet. Doncic has got 44.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And the Mavericks call time here. And with the 4th quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. But one thing I want you guys to do, stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Thank you, David. Embiid from outside. good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And, you know, the coaching staff wants Embiid to take these quick shots. It helps establish a rhythm for him.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
They can take their time on this possession.
It would be a bad idea just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Embiid. And Embiid with the block. And stolen by Harris. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded by Bullock. Tucker the pass to Embiid. Harden has a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Mavericks leading by 12. And now Philadelphia on the break. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Yeah, you know, the three-point range Harris has added to his game makes him that much harder to defend. He always is somebody you've got to be aware of.
Wasted no time on that one. Doncic has got 57 points.
And this just goes to show how much of a difference focus makes. Good win here for the Mavericks.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments I thought for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here he goes, and Doncic throws it down.
And it's just competing and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And it's Doncic missing. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harden inside the three-point line. They get it again. Harris lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well, and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
And that one is good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, you got to do a lot more than that against Tucker, fellas. He's too big, too strong at times for the defense.
Doncic way outside. On the money.
You just don't realize how difficult it is to hit a shot that deep. And that was sweet.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our side. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.